that third one went in?
Yeah, it's nice. I think just how our whole team celebrates each other in moments like that. And then, kind of the fans' reaction was awesome. We have so much support, and, obviously you want to get a hat anywhere, but to get one at home is nice, and to kind of have that support is unbelievable.
I know you've always had confidence, but how much just the way this whole group is playing this year, does that even give you more out there in your game?
Yeah, I think, no matter what, you're going to go into every game like you can win, but we really have such a belief in here in our group, and I think coming into the year, if you ask people that weren't a part of our team, their expectations, it might have been low, but we never thought like that. And obviously, it's only 10 games in. We have a ton of work to do, but we just believe in one another, and it's such a tight knit group that we're going to play for each other. So it's been fun, but in the end, it's one game. We got to keep building and keep trying to stack wins.
Jeff Bledsoe said a few days ago he just felt you were close to being a little bit more precise on those goals. It seemed like you kind of hitting the spots you wanted to tonight.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how it goes, and sometimes you can like Anaheim. I don't know how many shots I had, probably 10 or something, and none goes in. And today it's almost every one. So that's how hockey is. Sometimes it's going in, sometimes it's not. So I think for me, just kind of trying to stick with it, keep shooting, and not get too high, not get too low, and that's our whole group. So, it's nice to see him go in for sure, but you're going to have, ups and downs.
After last game with difficulties with the power play, your goal being a power play, how important was that?
I thought it was huge, especially time of the game. We talked about them coming off a back-to-back last game, and if we get one of those power plays, and maybe they don't quit, but they feel a little more, and I think that was the importance of that 3-0 goal, and just for our power play, get a little confidence to get one. And but yeah, that's big. We're gonna need our power to win games, and obviously it's nice to get one there.
How different is it to be on the right side of the power play like that than you were on the left side earlier in the season?
Yeah, I just think gives you a different kind of vision of the ice. You're going downhill at guys, and I think I like both sides, but in some ways I think there's benefits to it, and obviously it worked tonight. We only got the one, and we had one shot, and it was in. So obviously it looks good, but I'm excited to get some more powers and kind of work on that side and see how it goes.
How do you look at this long road trip?
I'm excited. I think for us it's going to be fun. I think just time to bond, and I think when you're game 4, 5, 6 of the road trip, and you're kind of grinding, and that's when you really become a good team, and become closer, and you're really playing for each other. When maybe you're a little tired, and the guys with kids and stuff might want to go see them. I mean, that doesn't matter for me, so I'm chilling, but stuff like that. So I think it brings you together, and we're looking forward to it, and it's big for us. It's 6 games. That's a lot of games, so we obviously have to have a good trip.
We were talking with Nick about how this is a game that you guys kind of lost last year when it got to Florida.
Yeah.
What is the difference this year? Do you guys not feel the going and doing like we're still going to win this game?
Yeah, I think we give up 3 goals there quick in the second, and we didn't have our best period, obviously, and I think just coming in the room and you fully reset. I think you got to go in every period like it's 0-0, and I really think we did a good job of not playing not to lose. We were playing to win and attack and try to score more goals, and we were able to do that. So that's a really good experience for us. Myself, all the young guys to have something like that, a little adversity, and then be able to pull away.
Any initial thoughts on playing Jonathan Taves?
That guy.
Yeah, I think for him it's going to be a cool game. Obviously, someone that means so much to the city, the fans, the organization, everyone kind of here. So for him to get into play us again, and for all of us, it's a guy we grew up watching, and kind of someone I think the whole world is rooting for, hearing his story of the last couple of years and coming back and playing for his hometown. So it's going to be fun to get to play against a guy like that. And I know obviously it's not at home, but I think a lot of Hawks fans will be kind of watching that, and it'll be cool for them.
I'm curious, this is a little further down the line, but do you think of the Olympics right now? Do you think of the possibilities of being on that team, or is that something you put in the future? Or I'm just curious how much that's on your mind.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a hat trick.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I don't think you can get too high. You know, of course, if that's something that I get to do, that would be unbelievable, and you know, I would do anything to be on that team. But you know, I think just trying to kind of take things day by day and you know, have fun playing in the NHL and trying to grow as a team and win hockey games and you know, do everything I can to play my best hockey. And you know, in the end, that'll be what, you know, puts me in a spot to make it. But I mean, it's Canada. There's so many amazing players. You never know. So you know, I just got to kind of keep doing what I'm doing, keep doing what I'm doing, and you know, I'm focused on the Hawks, and that stuff kind of comes later down the line.
Is this the most fun you've had in your 3 years here? Getting there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think, you know, personally, coming into the year, maybe, you know, a little better mindset and just knowing, you know, the league and stuff, and, you know, maybe being a little more relaxed. And, you know, it's easy to say that after a hat trick and a win, but, you know, I think just our group is super motivated and, you know, loves each other, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So we just want to keep building that and keep, you know, having a good product on the ice.